So check this out. I didn't have much time to do things this weekend, family things going on. But it's Sunday morning, the end of February, and I thought, well, maybe I'll just clean up some weeds or see where I can dump the rest of the compost that I have sitting around in the mulch. And I looked up, and I saw my grapevines are going. They've started all right. I haven't even trimmed these back yet. So, this one is my ruby seedless, and I got this last year from Grow Organic. This thing was a monster. Look how big that is. Look, this is the side shoot. Here it is next to my finger. It's as big as my finger, right? Look at this thing. This is the main trunk part. This thing's huge. For just buying online, this was an awesome grapevine. I got some good grapes off it. One problem with it, though, it didn't have a lot of structure to it. It was just sort of spread out. I'm not sure if that's the way you're supposed to grow ruby grapes, but I gotta get some structure to this thing. So then I thought, well, what am I gonna do? So you know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna trim this back fairly aggressively, but I'm gonna take these pieces that I'm gonna trim back, and I'm gonna root them. So I'm gonna put more grapevines in. So yeah, let's do it. So as I mentioned, I'm going to cut these lower branches off. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut here. I'm going to cut this one. Let's see, let's just go ahead and cut it like there. Probably just going to stimulate more growth there, but whatever. You know what? We'll take this as a back one off here. Cut it fairly aggressively. This one, we got to think about what we're going to do with this one. I also see I've got another one coming up here. We'll leave that for now, let that grow out a little. I think we're going to cut this one here. And then the back one. Man, I got a lot of stuff coming off this one. Let's take a look over here. Let's see what we should do. Let's cut this one. A good size one. Weeds. Try to keep the weeds down. You know what? That might look good. Now let's just cut this big back one off too. Oh, man, this thing is like in the ground too. Let's cut it back here for now. Okay. That's a lot. Cool. So I think now what I'm going to do is I'll come back, add some more compost to the base of this, and then mulch it. Sound good? Cool. Maybe we'll take a look at the other vines too. Okay, so I've cut my vine into fragments, plus or minus foot long each, mostly plus, but a couple minus. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take off a lot of this leaves at the bottom, and then I'm just going to put them in cactus mix and water them, see what happens. So I think what we'll do is this one. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 cuttings off just one trimming back that plant. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? All right, so now I'm gonna put them in the soil. Okay, now that I've got my cuttings, I've got a thing of cactus mix. So now I'm just gonna put them in. All right, there we go. Got all these in the ground or in the cactus mix. So we'll see how it goes. Cool. So I just put these in, but looking at them, I don't think they're deep enough. The roots are going to come out of the nodes, so it's going to be the nodes that are in the soil, but I don't need all this growth above the vine. Really what I need is, I want strong roots, and then maybe just 1 or 2 of these I think would be best. So I either cut these too long, or I need to add a lot more soil in here. I think it might be a little of both, because I've got some that I think were cut very well. So that one I think is ready. This one looks pretty good, but this one maybe not so great. This one, I don't know. These others, I think maybe they should have been cut a little smaller. So I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 nodes is what I should have cut, and then maybe put 2 or 3, maybe 3 under, keep 2 on top. I think that would have been a better approach. But you know, we take it as it comes. So I think what I might do is I might just cut the tops off some of these, and then I might just throw a little more soil in. How about that for a solution? All right, so this one's definitely too big. So, but I've got some there. Here, why don't we cut it right? Okay, so I've cut a lot of these back, and I think that looks a little bit better. So we'll keep checking these and to see if we get some root growth, and then we'll take them out and plant them. We're gonna have a lot of grapevines. All right, let's go check the Zinfandel grapes. So I'm at one of my Zinfandel grapevines. We're in California, and I believe that all Californians should have their own house wine. So I made wine before. It was pretty good. It was a good first try. And now since we bought this house a couple years ago, I thought it would be a good idea to go ahead and put some grapevines in, see what I could do, as a hobby. So I decided what I was going to grow was Zinfandel. So that's what started this entire hill project, was Zinfandel grapes. And then I thought, well, I can grow Zinfandel, then why don't I grow some avocados too? California. So this is one of my Zinfandel vines. The idea is to do an old world style Zinfandel, of course. So what I want to do is do one of those gnarly head Zinfandel vines. So I've got about 7 vines now. I did get grapes last year, so that was good. They taste pretty good. So I have Zinfandel growing. So what I want to do is head prune these. I don't want to do the stringing along the trellis if I don't have to. If I have to, that's fine. But I want to try to do the the head pruning design. So that's the goal. So I'm at one of my Zinfandel vines, and I think what I'm going to do is, like with my ruby seedless, I think I'm going to try to propagate this vine so I can get more, because more Zinfandel is better than less Zinfandel, right? Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is this one. I need to stake this up a little bit better too. But you can see I have a sort of a fork right here. So I think that's going to be my main head. So I'm going to try to grow vines out this way, out this way, out this way, this way. So I think what I want to do is cut off at a couple nodes off the split. That's where I think I want to do it. I'm not sure if I want to keep these or not, but they're growing right now, so I think I'm going to keep them. But I think with this one I'm going to cut it back. I've already got some growth started at the end of this one, so I think I'm going to try to root it. Why not, right? So maybe we'll cut this one here. And you know, if I do this wrong, I can always try to fix it next year or whatever. But we're just going to try to keep these things growing. Maybe this one, maybe we'll cut it right here. Cool. Definitely need to fix this, get a longer or a better stick to stake this up. But yeah, it looks good. So I'm going to take this tendrils are on the bamboo, those off. So now I have another big piece. So I'm going to root this one. I'm going to try to root this one. And yeah, I think this is going to be good. You know, we'll see what happens. A lot of folks, when they have their grapevines, they have them on different rootstock. But I don't think you have to do that with Zinfandel. And at least I'm not. And it looks like the Zinfandel I have is on Zinfandel rootstock. I don't think it's cloned on anything else. But I think that's just how Zinfandel goes. And Zinfandel wines, you know, you get a lot of variety on the taste depending on how they're grown. So yeah, so we're gonna keep going. So here's my flag. So I knew that there was a grapevine here a year or two ago. So I do have some growth down here. I think I'm going to take this one off. I don't need this. I think that might be too small to root. But you never know. Maybe I'll try it anyway. You know, this one, I think I'm going to keep this one. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. But, you know, I don't always do the best ideas anyway. So I think we're going to keep this one this year. We're going to grow this up, see how that goes. Maybe it'll end up being double head pruned or something. Or maybe we'll just cut it off later. Never know. All right. So let's go do the others, and then maybe we'll try to root the Zinfandel vines as well. Okay, we're at another Zinfandel, actually next to our peach tree that we just planted. I've got this one coming out from the base. I don't know if I should keep it or not, but I think I will, because it looks pretty solid. I think probably what I'll do is end up tying it back so it can grow up along the side of this other vine. So I'm just going to trim this other vine back a little bit and see what we got. So this vine I planted last year. This is growth, I believe, from last year, and then I don't know, maybe this double growth or something. I'm not sure exactly. But I think what I'm going to do is, it looks like the plan before was to split it right here, because I have some growth going off to the side. I'm just going to keep this going, I think. Maybe I'll just cut back just a couple from these so I can grow from these buds, these nodes. They look like they're starting to swell. These are starting to swell too. So maybe I can root this top piece and keep this bottom one going. All right, so maybe I'll go right here. Cool. And now we have another one to root. And like I said, I think I'm going to tie this one back as well. Yeah, I'm going to tie this one back as well. So that way we can keep this thing growing. Hey, since we're doing grapevines, this is just a quick update on my red globe grapevine. So remember we planted that a few weeks ago, and it's growing, so it looks good. So we'll train this to grow up, and we'll think about how we want to prune it, but at this point first we want to get some height to it. Okay, so I got my cuttings. I went ahead and went through and did the rest of my my Zinfandel grapes. The cuttings aren't quite as big as what I had on my ruby seedless. In fact, I got a couple of little twigs, but you know, I mean, if it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not going to hurt what I have going up on the hill anyway. So I think what I'm going to do now is I think I'm going to cut to 5 nodes. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 in the soil, 1, 2 above the soil. That's going to be the plan for the Zinfandel. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And then we see what I have left. 1, 2, 3, 1. Well, we're going to stick with the plan anyway. Maybe we'll do 1, 2, 3, 1 on this one. Okay. So there. Okay. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. No, that's okay. That's just this other old stuff here. Just kind of cut that back a little bit. Okay. There's number 2. We're gonna have a lot of Zinfandel. You guys like Zen? Let me know if you like Zen. This little piece, throw it in, right? See what works. Like I said before, if you get anything, it was a success. Okay, cool. So let's put them in. So now I'm just gonna root them. Got my fancy tool, a hole, and pop them in. Got a pot of Zinfandel grapevines ready to root. Alright, well, I decided to come up and put some compost next to the grapevine that I just trimmed back, and well, decided to make my little wall and put a bunch of mulch as well. So there you go. That's what it's going to look like for now. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like it.